Welcome to Wild Breakaway alongside Wes Walls. I'm Audra Martin. It was an all too familiar sight tonight in Dallas as the Wild fall in overtime to the Dallas Stars. It happened 3 times last year. Happened again tonight, 3-2 your final score. No surprise, it was Jamie Benn who got the game winner.
Yeah, disappointing that the Wild couldn't pull 2 points out, but still you got to look at the positives. To be able to go into Dallas, a very good club, difficult place to win and be able to get a point, especially coming off a very disappointing loss at home against the Colorado Avalanches a couple days before. Very important point, and they're all, I mean, it's going to be a dogfight, Audra, right to the very end. Would have liked to get that extra point in the overtime, but overall I thought the Wild played much better as the game went on, had 2 huge penalty kills in the third period, and scored a big power play goal. So special teams played a big role in the Wild picking up this point tonight.
Well, that was the Stars' league-leading 6th time in overtime this season, but their first win in overtime. It's 3-2 again, the final score. When it comes to shots, the Stars had the advantage, 32-29 over the Wild. As you said, a good night on special teams to see that power play come through. Have been struggling on the road, but they were able to kill off both penalties, keeping the Stars 0 for 2 on the power play. Here's what Bruce Boudreau had to say about the fact that, yeah, you get a point, but you also left a point on the table.
Disappointing that you didn't get the point on the road when you get to overtime, and it's positive that you got a point and you can build off of it. But I mean, one of these days we'll have all 20 guys playing at the top of their game at the same time.
So here's a look at the next 3 games for the Minnesota Wild. They kick off the holiday weekend Wednesday night against the good old rivalry of the Winnipeg Jets. Return to action Friday against the defending champs, and close things out Saturday against another Central Division opponent, the St. Louis Blues. But first things first, it's the Winnipeg Jets. They're bigger, faster, stronger than they were a year ago. They do have 2 of the best skaters on their team. It is a very different team than we saw just a year ago, and regardless, it's always a fun atmosphere and a good game.
My favorite rivalry, whenever the Winnipeg Jets roll into town, they bring all their fans up, busloads of them, and they fill the XL Energy Center. So you can tell there's a good friendly rivalry in the building. We try to drown them out as best we can, and we usually do a really good job, and we got to do that again in a couple nights, but always fun when Winnipeg rolls into town.
Wednesday night, it's an early game. We'll get things started right here on Fox Sports North at 5:30. Puck drops at 6 o'clock. We look forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, for Wes Walls, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us on Wild Breakaway.